Good morning and welcome to New Day. I'm Kelly Hansen. Let's not waste any time getting into today's hot topics because we have food, drama, and a little Seattle attitude on the menu. Oh yes. It's time to jump right in with my panel. Journalist and playwright Angela Poe Russell is here. Woo! Comedian Phil Burton is here. Woo! Yes. And New Day producer Rebecca Perry.
Yes.
Hey!
Cheer for you.
Yes! Oh, no one ever does that. Thank you, Angela. I like it. I'm the woo girl up here. You guys, we have M&Ms in front of us. Please dive in while I explain. M&Ms put out a new limited edition bakery collection. We have cherry chocolate cupcake, lemon meringue pie, peanut butter cinnamon roll, and people can head to the M&M's website to vote on which flavor of these will stick around. The poll will remain open through May 15th. I love a lemon meringue moment. What do you guys think?
These are bigger than I thought they'd be.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember M&Ms being.
Those are like not M&M shape.
They're really thick.
Okay, this is the one I've been wanting to try.
Okay, this is why. I keep learning this lesson over and
That's
over.
good, the
Yeah.
cherry one.
The cherry one is?
The thing I was like, I'm not having it. I knew this would be gross. Like, heck no. It's actually delicious.
Really?
Yes. And now, I mean, I'm just proven.
Okay, this is the one I think is going to be gross too.
I know, lemon meringue. I'm gonna try it. Phil, what do you think while I pop this in?
I love lemon flavored stuff. I do not love that.
I don't like
Would
this
not
either.
buy that, no.
No, that tastes really artificial to me. I'm gonna be honest.
There's no chocolate in here.
Yeah, that's. I
I
know,
don't think
but
these
you
were
said
meant
the
to be
cherry one was
eaten
good.
together.
Maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's this one here. It's the peanut butter cinnamon roll. That's
For
where it's
me,
at.
anything the peanut butter just M&M is so classic and incredible. How can you do better than that?
Right.
I don't know. So,
Okay, so the takeaway is peanut butter and chocolate always.
Yeah.
good point.
And lemon. Maybe the lesson is maybe just try it and you might like it or hate it.
Yeah, and either way, it's fine. And here we are talking about it. So good for M&Ms. And you can vote, which is nice. Keeping with the food theme, you guys, I am so excited about this. The Mariners are rolling into their 50th season with a fresh food lineup at T-Mobile Park. Fans will see everything from pierogi to tacos to even this cute Mariner chocolate mousse helmet sundae. Precious, but the thing that everyone is talking about is the Washington State Ferry souvenir ferry boat. There it is. It's available as an $8 upgrade at locations around the ballpark. It comes with things like crab nachos, crab fries, garlic fries, fish and chips, chicken tenders, or chips with spinach and artichoke crab dip. Whoa, and I hear the ferry floats. Rebecca, you saw this too, right, on Twitter?
My toxic trait is that I need that, even though I really don't need that. Like, what am I gonna do with that? But I need it so bad.
It's like when the Kraken came out with that gravy boat.
Yes.
I was like, I need that.
But at least that has a use. What is the use of that?
I don't know. Maybe I could put my pens in it later, something, and keep it at my desk.
And listen, once again, I went into this like because I'm one of those people. I'm classic. I'm just like, just give me a hot dog, okay?
So am I.
Like, just take me out to the ball game. Give me the Cracker Jack and the hot dog. And then they said crab nachos, and I'm like,
Wait a second. What do you like at the park?
I'm picturing hundreds of these scattered all over the park at the end of the day. I'm picturing the 999, like maybe the 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings, but maybe with a ferry. And then it just made me think of like Dippin' Dots as a kid. It's like I wanted it so bad, but it tastes like dry ice. So it's like
They have Dippin' Dots.
Thank you. That is such a good hot take. I think Dippin' Dots are trash.
Yeah,
I'm just
they're
gonna
awful.
say it.
No, they
I
are.
think
They
they're
are.
awful.
I love that they're still around.
Oh, yeah.
I'll buy my kid Dippin' Dots from there.
I'm hating on Dippin' Dots. I just want a whippy dip, which is what I call the soft serve
soft
ice cream. So good. And that little chocolate mousse cup helmet.
that looks good.
I'm in for that. If I was a
Thing
kid,
tastes
I'd wear
better
that
in a
little
helmet.
helmet too.
Yeah.
you've broken all the little kids' hearts.
All the kids watching right now.
I know. I guess comment in, email us if you like Dippin' Dots. Maybe there's a flavor that I haven't tried, like Oreo or something
They
else.
do have Oreo.
They
Yeah.
have everything,
Yeah.
But
and it's all bad.
I'm so
It's
glad
all
you
trash.
said that, Phil.
Yeah.
It's trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about some
Positivity.
possible beef, keeping with the Mariners theme, you guys. There's talk of beef between Randy and Cal Raleigh after a moment. Did you guys see this? This was at the
I
World
did.
Baseball Classic this week. Cal plays for Team USA. Randy Randy plays for Team Mexico, and the two teams played each other on Monday. Randy reached out to shake Cal's hand at the plate, but Cal kind of brushed him off. Randy later made comments in a Spanglish language interview, though it wasn't clear if he was joking with the comments that he made. And Cal told media yesterday that he really hates that this whole thing blew up because he reached out to Randy to apologize if it came off wrong and said that there's absolutely no bad blood between the two. Randy was asked to talk about it yesterday, and he declined to comment. What do we think about this? This made me really sad because the Mariners to me are like Ted Lasso. Like I'm like, no, everyone loves each other. We're gonna win the World Series this year. It's gonna be an amazing season.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not good. I mean, I get the side of if when you're competing against each other, then maybe he's trying to stay in his game,
in the zone.
Maybe, but then I was like, no, the way it came off, it just wasn't good.
Agreed.
And I hate that. And I think
An unforced error.
Yeah. What term is that from? Is that even baseball?
Shout out to you.
But here's the thing. I kind of think that some of these teams are taking this World Baseball Classic differently. Like you see Puerto Rico, you see DR, they're cheering, they're dancing, they're doing cartwheels around the bases, and Team USA is like, this is serious.
Yeah, a little too serious.
We have to win. And to me, it's maybe Cal just and Randy didn't realize that he was taking it that seriously because he's not taking it that seriously. So.
True. Yeah. What do
I
you
have
think,
never
Phil?
heard of the World Baseball Classic before in my life, so.
It's fun. It's been really fun to watch.
So you're like, where's the beef coming from?
You said the thing I was afraid to say. You said it because
I have
was
never watched it.
Because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, is this like a showcase thing? Is this I was wondering the level of competitive it was. Like if it's all stars, can we just hug before it, right?
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, how? Okay, yeah. So I'm with you.
I don't know. I really hope this has all just been blown up out of proportion, and they can laugh about it. And I don't know, because that just makes me sad. And Cal seems so fun, and so does Randy. It just
what's that about? The
What
fact
is
that
that
Randy
about?
declined to comment, it's like you may be over it, but I'm not.
Okay, but if there is any bad blood between Cal and Randy, maybe it could actually boost Seattle's street cred. Phil, you've said the city could use a little more edge in how the rest of the country sees us. Please, I want your hot take. Explain.
Okay, I'll start by saying I'm from Seattle, okay? I'm from Seattle. I've lived here nearly all my life. And when I've talked to people about where I'm from, if it's LA or New York or Atlanta or Houston or Chicago, people have a perception of Seattle. And it's not when I think of LA, I think of Tupac, Kendrick Lamar. When I think of New York, I think of Jay-Z and the Yankees. When I think of Seattle or people across the country, they may think of Allbirds or puddles. And it's just not
Puddles to choose. Allbirds.
or Tech Bro. And
Sure.
and the city is also known for the Seattle Freeze, as in it's tough to make friends here. And I'm just trying to what if we rebranded that into where I'm from, people don't make friends. I don't know, it's just
Where I'm from, we don't do friends.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to think about what people think about Seattle on a national level. And this is just from somebody who's a local. But
So if we were to get more street cred, what would that look?
I am the wrong person to ask. I'm wearing a lavender sweater. I am obviously the wrong person to ask. But
We all are, clearly. Former colleague and friend Angela Poe Russell
thank you for
is
having me.
here.
Yeah.
And you have a new original musical, Aviatress, which makes its world premiere May 15th. Congratulations.
Can you believe it?
What?
No. Yeah,
Tell
it's
us
been 3
more.
years. Yeah, this is based on true events. But if we go back to 1920, women weren't allowed to learn to fly. And this was before Amelia Earhart. And so this woman found a way to make it happen, Bessie Coleman. So I'm telling her story of persistence and resilience, and it's going to run for 3 weeks at Seattle Public Theater.
Oh my gosh, why were you drawn to Coleman's story?
I think so often as journalists, we tell stories and you sometimes realize the stories that don't get told. And I was like, why have I never heard of her? I just think if more people heard her story, they would be inspired to pursue their dreams. And not only pursue, but keep going when things are tough. She had a saying that every no leads me closer to yes.
Chills. Oh,
Yeah,
I love
I'm
a good
excited.
quote.
And she
Yeah.
deserves to have a spotlight shined on her.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully
Yeah.
you guys will come see it.
Yeah.
And
Seattle
special
Public.
preview performance this week?
Yeah, we do. We have this Saturday at the Northwest African American Museum. You can go to SABJ online. We're having 2 of the songs. We're going to be interviewed by my former colleague, Deborah Horn. And so it's going to be just a fun, it'll be, hors d'oeuvres. So just a nice time at the African American Museum. So thanks for
Amazing.
mentioning that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. When I left 3 years ago, that's what I was working on. So this is kind of like the culmination of it. So thank you.
Incredible, incredible. And as someone who spent years in the performing arts world, I'm really curious to hear your take and everyone else's at the table on Timothée Chalamet's recent comments about what audiences connect with. He said he doesn't want to work in spaces like the ballet or opera because it can feel like people are being asked to keep things alive even though no one cares about this anymore. Oh yes, he said it. And then he said he didn't mean any disrespect. He was even joking that he probably lost viewers. People in the classical arts pushed back saying the comment made their work sound outdated when in reality these art forms are still evolving and very much supported. Angela, how does it feel to see comments like that from Timothée? Should he have just stayed quiet?
I think he should have. I think he should have stayed quiet on that. If anything, the thing I want to point out is this comment about we shouldn't be trying to keep things alive. Even if it were true, let's say audiences are declining, does that mean it doesn't have value? It's been shown that classical music actually boosts your brain function. So just because some folks may be drawn to, let's say, one type of music, being able to show why this particular form could be really cool. So I just think he missed an opportunity to actually be part of bringing more people into a space that's so valued.
Mic drop. Does anyone else have anything to say?
Oh,
or should
sorry.
I just move on?
I bet Phil has something to say because you've probably seen you've been to ballet and stuff, right?
I can't say that I have been recently. I don't agree with his comments. I mean, his movie, I saw this on The Daily Show, his movie's about ping pong. Like we're talking about ping pong versus opera and theater and all that stuff. So it makes me think of musicians who study like the greats and then go on to become like a pop star or something, but the fundamentals of what they learned came from hundreds of years ago. So, and I think it's so important to, like you said, just to, people do enjoy it, people love it, to keep practicing it.
Absolutely.
And these art forms have been around for centuries. So, obviously they've been popular for this long. Just because it's maybe not super duper popular right now doesn't mean that it might not be again.
Yeah, it may be super popular in 20 years.
I know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Timothée and hot water. Bye-bye. And now some other viral news. Actress Daryl Hannah is slamming the new TV series Love Story, saying that it portrays her as someone that she's not. The show uses real names and real events from JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bassett's relationship, but a lot of the private moments are made up or heavily dramatized. In a New York Times op-ed, Hannah says her portrayal is false and damaging, and she warns that using real people's names in fictionalized stories have real-life consequences, especially when viewers assume it's all true. Is this fair criticism? Because, she is a public figure, and this is an impersonation. You're a comedian, Phil, so I don't know how you feel too when you're doing impersonations, if that's even something you do on stage.
I guess I'm not big on the impersonations. I really wish I was. But something that I thought about is if someone was to portray me in a show or movie, let's say Michael B. Jordan, for example. And
I can say it. I can see it too, hypothetically.
Definitely not. But if he portrayed me and, he portrayed me as maybe a little unstable or whatever, it's fictionalized, and at the end of the day, for me, it's still Michael B. Jordan playing me. So it's this is a very specific example, but I'm kind of taking the win on that one.
Rebecca, what do you think?
Yeah.
Because you were saying, in this show too, they talk about, drug-fueled parties and things like that, and then Daryl Hannah came out and said, I've actually never done any of those drugs.
And that sense I can see is that's being a little bit damaging, but you're an actress. Come on, they're talking about you. You're getting publicity. I don't know.
There are people behind them.
Yeah.
Because they're real. My whole thing, because mine is based on my musical is based on a true story,
on a real person.
And so I've had to use some creative license, as you will see. But at the end of the day, if it's something salacious or where someone did something like tried drugs, you better have evidence.
Yeah.
I think that she may have an actual case because of the person is living versus deemed deceased. I think that makes a huge difference if I'm still living here and you're using kind of it's insinuating that it's me and I'm doing stuff like drugs. No.
Yeah, and using real names and everything like that when you are still living. And she's come out and said, I don't even want to add more fuel to the fire and give this more play and space in the media, but
she
this
did,
is
right?
false.
Right,
And
yeah.
she did, and she was like, but I'm so upset because this is just not true.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
anyways, I want to get to something happy though. Phil's show, you have a couple shows coming up tomorrow, and I
Yeah.
understand there's even a twist on that because there's a surprise. You don't know where you're going. Explain.
Yes, yeah. So 2 shows. The first show is at the Crocodile, which is an awesome place. Please come check that out. And then the second show is a Don't Tell Comedy show. So Don't Tell Comedy, it kind of started. It really took off during COVID when everything was closed, and they would do like parking lots and stuff like that. But it's really evolved to all over the nation, and it's all these secret locations. So I've done like sneaker stores, photography studios, breweries, and this one is at a furniture store. So it's like,
Okay.
it's on, I believe it's
Not
on.
what I would expect.
Right.
Comfy places to
Right,
sit.
super comfy. Hopefully, I put no one to sleep. But it's like it's on Capitol Hill, and people love it because you are told about the location the day of. And
Okay.
I feel like in this day and age, people just love a little bit of surprise,
Yeah.
something a little bit different,
Novelty.
yeah,
And
exactly.
it's intimate too, right?
It's very
in these
intimate.
shows.
It's like it ranges from like 30 to 50 to 60 people. They sell out very fast. So yeah, Don't Tell Comedy. The show's all over Seattle. Out for sure. Check it out.
That's so cool.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Have you ever had a joke go too far when you're doing something? Do you have to, because you're a newlywed, so have you had to give your wife like a little heads up if she's in any of your jokes? Anything off limits, I guess is what I want to know.
Yeah, I would say that there's stuff off limits, but it's like I started doing stand-up before I met my wife.
Okay.
So I say that, and I guess the lesson I learned is that I talk about my family, and I don't want anyone to be in the audience and they hear something for the first time, especially if it's like slightly
That's a good
negative.
point.
Anything about me, my wife, it's a lot about my dog, honestly. It's like I am the punchline. She is not the punchline. My family isn't. I am. So, yeah.
Okay, and I want to get to something before we leave to something totally different. Protein, everyone's talking about it, and Buffalo Wild Wings is jumping on the protein craze with a new drink that's definitely turning heads, a wing-flavored espresso protini. It's an espresso martini mixed with muscle milk protein powder and infused with their Buffalo Dry Rub. It's available this weekend only, March 13th to the 15th, and it costs $12 or $20 if you want it paired with 6 boneless wings. Have we just gone too far with this protein craze? I mean, I've seen all of these, like, because GLP-1s are so big.
And protein Pop-Tarts and protein brownies. Okay,
And pancakes
I
and
just have
everything.
a question, because
Okay.
for folks who are like high on the protein, how are things in the bathroom? I just want to know, like, no, it's
Asking the real questions.
You're a journalist.
Yeah, exactly. You're back to your roots. I don't know.
I want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's happening in the bathroom with
Well,
everyone.
I'm just
gonna
making
be
the point.
honest.
It just feels like it would throw things kind of off, you know?
Well,
Like
everyone's
it's,
always
Yeah.
talking. You have to hit 30 grams of protein, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm like, holy moly,
Is
that's
that
like
3 martinis? That's all I need?
Yeah.
good point. Okay, you're
Sign me
right.
up.
You know what? I feel like we end there. Mic drop. Let's all get some martinis. Thanks for spending
Cheers.
time with us today. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your New Day, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.